In the last episode, I put that shutoff valve. So now that valve is in the shut position, holding the water pressure in the tank. So now there's no water pressure downstream. So you can kind of see what we're going to do is put this T right here and run it up this bulkhead. We'll come up here, we'll put a pre-filter, and then we'll run a pump to the SEAGULL, and then the SEAGULL faucet will replace this. All right, so I'm gonna cut right about here. All right, I'm gonna use some of this stuff, this hose lube. Wow, that's gonna be really tight. Going to be really tight. All right, so I just got back from West Marine. These are the unpredictable things that slow you down. That gray fitting I was trying to use, that T fitting, I don't have anymore, I tossed it. But I ended up going to West Marine and I got me a proper 1/2-inch T. All right, here we go. Yeah, you got a twist, I think. I think that's the whole deal, right? You gotta twist it. Oh, yeah. You know. So I think that might be just the best that I can do right there. So I'm gonna lock it down like this. Sun is going down fast now. I went to Miguel's for, well, when I was growing up, we called it lupper. It was lunch and supper. So if you had lupper, put it in the comments. Because right now everybody's thinking, huh? What? I found that soaking the hoses in hot water before trying to install them makes it go a lot smoother. Now that should slide all the way on there. No problem. Oh, look at that. All the way. Should do the same with the other one, shouldn't I? I think the other one's on, though. Okay. That's a little better, I guess. So I've got the T-fitting in there, and then you follow the T-fitting up, and it curves around, and there is the strainer, and then the other side of the strainer is empty. So the other side of the strainer is going to ride along the back, and then we're going to have the pump and then the filter here. Yeah, so that's where we are right now. I'm gonna go get me a Starbucks and then come back and attack this thing a little more. So the next step is coming from the screen to the pump, the Parmax 2 Jabsco. So I want to take a look at this thing because I haven't really looked at it yet. There's a box inside the box that has the pump in it, and then there's another. Okay, so there's another screen here. All right, here it is. Ah, it does have the connectors. So that is really nice. The whole leg is rubber. Yeah, what I like about this is it's a 6 amp draw with a 10 amp fuse. So it's low draw. It's only 35 PSI, but the filter will run from 100 to 25 PSI. So this is 35 PSI, it'll be just fine. now I've got the 2 1/2-inch connectors in. So now it's just a matter of plugging it in and letting her rip. I've got the pump mounted. It's not installed fully, but it's mounted to the bulkhead. So now I can run a length of hose from the screen to the pump. So I've got the pump now connected to the screen. Now I just need to really go in and try to understand this SEAGULL filter. Got to do an unboxing. Oh yeah, we're gonna open this because, well, we've got the pump up, right? But we got to take a look at all the other stuff that's going on. So here's the box. A water purifier, not a water maker. I still need to get water on the boat, right? Not salt water either. It's got to be fresh water, and it's got to be microbiologically safe. Yeah, so let's take a look here. I'm gonna take this off. Shows a little bit of cool info about how the filter works. General Ecology is the name of the company. All right, here's the more industrial looking box that we're gonna open. So we've got a installation guide, which I'm sure I'll be referring to regularly. We've got the filter. Wow, it's heavier than I imagined it would be. It's quite a bit heavier. It comes in a sealed package, so that's kind of interesting. The housing for that filter is right here. Oh, look at this baby. It's stainless steel. I'm not sure if these are 1/2-inch or 3/8. We're gonna find out. Wow, this is a really solid vessel right here. So this unscrews like this. So you keep unscrewing it, I guess. Yeah, because I think you have to unscrew it all. Pop goes the weasel. As you're unscrewing this thing, it should be going doo 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 doo. Pop goes the weasel. That was funny. Okay, so it's a pop goes the weasel type situation. Whoa. Pretty fancy inside. It's got some kind of a coating. It's got a blue rubber gasket. It's a pretty hard rubber. Pushes up against that lip right here to create a seal. So this is in, water coming in, and this is water coming out. So water coming out from the center. Big, huge blue rubber gasket on that center thing too. Interesting, the inlet has a very small hole. Look at that. It's also got some of that blue gasketing material in it, but also the hole's a lot smaller. Look at the outflow hole. It's wide open. Okay, so this is the faucet. Looks like it's got, that's a 3/8. Suppose this is a 3/8 right here. I think this outer one is a 1/2-inch. So you drop that in, connect your 3/8 here, and then you screw this in, cinch it up. I think this is gonna work fine. So that would be off, and boom, you're getting fresh water out of the tap for drinking. So once this opens, the pressure will drop. The pump will sense the drop in pressure, and it will turn on automatically, forcing water out. Everything will be new, the hose, this, everything. So, you know, what's coming out of that faucet is clean, guaranteed. We're gonna do it together right now. Why not? So we're gonna open it up. I'm gonna open up this fancy filter. Whoa, look at this. This is the fancy SEAGULL filter. It's like gold, this thing. Keeping you alive, baby, yeah. Be sure the thick blue cartridge gasket is firmly in place inside the top of the unit. That's this big blue one. Align and carefully thread the new cartridge into place until contact is first made with the blue cartridge gasket. then tighten 1/4 turn only. Do not over tighten. So if we're going to screw it in, there's a little, you can see the threads on that thing. This thing has a little white thing. It doesn't mention it, but I'm sure you pull this out to reveal the threads. Yeah. Okay. So what's interesting, these threads are plastic, so they're going to seal themselves, and there's a little O-ring in there too, so this thing is going to seal just fine. I just got to get it started right. So I think contact is first made right about there. So a 1/4 turn is going to take me from here to here. So if I go, that's it right there. I think I got it as far as it needs to go. So then I just put these two together like this, and then now it's going to be the tricky part. So there's a bolt, and it bolts right into this piece. So, oh, actually it's not as tricky as I thought. You know, you need to apply a little bit of pressure with your hands to bring it around, to bring that clamshell thing around. So what I'm imagining is the wall will be here where my hand is. That way I can easily access this part, so I can pop it loose. And also the inlet is going to be towards the pump, and the outlet will easily go off to the faucet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this down. The last thing that's in this box is this bracket that holds the pressure vessel on the bulkhead, and it's this little thing. I mean, it's tiny. Oh, this side's up. Okay, so it says it. See, up. Huh? And I had it upside down. So anyway, up. So that way you come in like this on the up, and then it sits down and locks in like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of position this and place it and set it there. And once I'm there, then it's just a matter of connecting everything. All right, I'll show you what I've been working on. I've been trying two options to get water to the faucet. One is taking this 1/2-inch hose down through the bottom, and the other option is to take this 3/8-inch hose through this top hole right here, which wasn't big enough, so I've been trying to drill it out. And I'm probably going to go with this solution. Just seems like the easier solution. All right, so it's apparent to me that the challenge is going to be the connection from the filter to the pump. So I'm going to start at the faucet, work back to the filter, and then have that connection from the filter to the pump be the last piece. And I roughed in the faucet so that I can gauge what this is going to look like, and I think I have a pretty good idea at this point. I got to drill that hole out to make sure I can pass that hose through. Oh, it's, whoa. Whoa, she goes through. Look at that. So that looked good. It went through. It's pretty exciting. So what I did was I took the faucet out, and I'm going to go ahead and connect this to the bottom of the faucet now and feed it all through as one. Once it's down there, you just have no leverage. There's no way. And if it, you know, you're just asking for a leak. So I'm going to try to thread this without cross threading it. You gotta be easy on these things. Whoa, it felt like maybe it grabbed. Yeah. this system is a heck of a lot more easier to service than that old system. I had to take it out destructively. Oh, maybe I didn't show you. Well, the old system's out. Boy, I hope it reaches, because it's a good system. Whew, it's going to be very close, I think. All right, let's go ahead and fit this and make sure that it's going to reach the filter, because that is a critical success factor. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We can feed it through this way. Maybe a time with a little help. Okay, now we'll just get this to where it sits right there. Oh, look at that. I think it's going to be a little lower, so it's going to be like down here. The filter will be down here. And this is the retaining nut. I'm going to go ahead and screw it on there now. It's got the gap so that you can do this connection and you can put this on after the fact. So that was pretty convenient, I thought. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Pretty nice. I like it. I'll see what about this. See about putting this like maybe like that. That should be good. Because it's fixed. It won't swivel. So that's solid right there. Open. Closed. Drinkable water right there. Okay. I think that's the most forgiving. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. I just want to get each one of these started here. Even marine grade plywood is soft plywood. So it'll look like this. You would just come up and down like that. And it would sit like this. This is going to come down like that. Before I hung this filter, it's kind of nice to do all the taping and stuff on your terms, not on the terms that are presented to you. So I went ahead and did this in the V-berth. So yeah, I just added some tape on here. All right, let's see. Oh, there it is on its bracket right there. This is out to the faucet. Again, gently, so as to not cross thread. Oh, I got it in there great. Believe it or not, these fittings are hard to find for this. So when they give you these hoses, yeah, you really need to use them. Trying to go any other way was hard for me, and I'm in San Diego. It's a mecca for boating, so it's, but I'm in here, so that's really great. Boy, the length on this is good. I have to decide where I'm going to cut this hose, because I have to use this coupler. It's a 3/8 inch hose coupler to a 1/2 inch hose coupler, and it's got to come in between here so that they match up. This white hose is not actually 3/8, so I'm going to have to heat it up quite a bit in order to make this work. All right, well, I've been making some progress on this filter installation. I was able to get it on there, and I'll be able to make a coupling. We're going to be able to get this fresh water situation going. I cut a piece of this 1/2-inch tubing, and I'm going to connect it to that pump, and that's going to be the basis for how we're going to connect here. I need to cut this with some precision. All right, well, hopefully we got that measured right. So now these should meet up like that. Oh boy, making progress today. I've got the new faucet filter. It's all plumbed up. Just need to energize it. And so what I'm going to do is install one of these terminal blocks behind the pump and then run a set of wires to the terminal block. I'll show you what I mean. So my plan is to install the terminal block behind the pump, just so it's out of the way and there's less likelihood that these wires will get tangled on anything. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's get it in there. It's on there pretty good. I'm back in the lazarette, and I've ran all the new electrical 12-volt wires from the galley back into the lazarette, and you can see right here where they come out of the bulkhead, and I'm gonna just button them up along the wire runs and connect them right here to this 12-volt power and ground block. All right, well, it was quite a journey to get this install done, but it's done. Check it out. I've got running water and it's coming through the filter, so it's drinkable. Plus I installed the jet boil auxiliary holder, which is pretty great. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Frogs Leap. Sailing Frogs Leap. Sailing Frogs Leap. As always, please subscribe. It helps the channel.